Hello subscribers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. I am Brijesh Bhatia. Before starting on the video, I wish all my viewers and subscribers a happy Republic Day. Well, markets have been trending in a range, and we have seen for most of the January, it's been trending in a range zone momentum. On the lower side, being 17,700, 17,750 acting as a support zone. At the higher band, we have seen 18,200, 18,300 playing a resistance zone. And markets have been trending in a range for quite some time, and or I would say is this a calm before the storm as we are heading into the budget? And probably, if we look at the scenario, this is the first time in the history of Nifty, probably 25, 20 years, 6 years of history. This is the first time where we have seen a January range being the narrowest so far. As if I just look at the momentum, most of the stocks have been volatile, but considering the indexes, they have been trending in a range. Even if you look at the bank nifty, 43,000, 40,200 on the upper band, downside 41,600, 41,800 has been acting as a lower band support over here. So yes, though IT have seen a huge recovery post Nasdaq rally, and TCS been trading at around 8-9 months of highs, leading the markets into the IT space. Now this all-round momentum is going on into the market, but in this video I'll be highlighting stocks you should add to your watch list, which are trading under rupees 100. And if you remember, I have done a previous videos as well on mid cap and small caps, and most of the people have commented that they want to look for more such videos. And though there may be a possibility that the stocks may repeat, but considering the whole basket, we have filtered some of the criteria, and this is purely based on the technical. There are no fundamental criteria which I have added. So the first criteria which I have added is the golden cross. Now if you look at the screen over here, so golden cross is basically when you are 50 moving average. If you look at the blue line over here, crosses above the 200, the red line. The reason is that when your medium term average, which is a 50 days or 50 weeks, whatever you take, so days is basically a 3 months and 50 weeks is basically a year. When it crosses above the 200 days or weeks, so 200 days is basically nearly 9-10 months of the year. If I just look at the trading days, and as a simple, if I just look at the weeks, 200 weeks is more than nearly 4 years. So that's a trend where your medium term trend heads above the long term trend. It's term as golden cross. So basically, I have done a criteria of selecting the stock where golden cross happens on daily and golden cross happens on weekly. So this is the first criteria which I am using into the stock filtration. I repeat, golden cross on daily as well as weekly. And I have nearly got somewhere around 85-90 stocks of from these scanners. And considering the second where terms of volumes, where I believe that entry and exits both are equally important when it comes to the stocks under 100. Sometimes it happens that you get an entry when markets are trending higher, but when markets are falling, the liquidity or the volumes are dried out and you don't get the exit. So I have considered that as well, because that plays a key important role when you are looking for an exit. We have seen historically, if you have been trading or investing for quite long, you know that when small caps and micro caps fall up, and these volumes are dried out from the micro caps and as well as some of the small caps as well. So keeping in mind the safety measures over here, where then in case someone want to exit the stock, he should be easily exit in a day. So that's the reason I have shortlisted these stocks. And the next filtration is what, the market cap should be at least minimum of 1,000 crores. So these are the few criteria which I have implemented, and I've got some of the few stocks which are around 9 stocks which I'll be sharing in this video, and one interesting setup which I'll be sharing. And uh, in case you are looking for, apart from something out of the stocks, that would be the last instrument you should keep a watch on. So let's start with the first. And also, if I just look at after these three filtration, I've got around 20 to 23 stocks. And considering the chart patterns, risk to reward ratio, where I think that the reward is much higher than the risk appetite. That are the stocks, which are the 9 stocks which I have selected. So let's start with the first, the Bank of Maharashtra. So if I just look at the chart over here, if I look at the structure, if you look at the two red lines over here, we have seen a breakdown, a failure of breakdown happen, and then if you look at the black line over here, the the trend line breakout happened onto the positive side. Stock rallied. We have seen a PSU bank rallying in a faster move. October and November, December, one of the best quarter which we have seen on the PSU banks. And look at the upper red line. If you look at the previous high was also taken out on closing basis, and this is a monthly chart. So monthly close are very important when it comes to the selecting a stock for an investment point of view. So yes, the first stock which you should add to your watch list is the Bank of Maharashtra. The second, if I just look at, is DCW Limited. Coming from the chemicals space, if I just look at the structure, the two horizontal black lines over here, the lower one was the highs of around 2008, and now they've been broken out. Markets are the stock is convincingly trending about it. 2018 highs. Now the stock is trending about it, and it gives a positive sign that even after the consolidation zone at the previous resistance, the upper resistance level, stock has managed to head higher. Now the retest, it's in the process of retest. So I believe yes, DCW is well placed onto the charts over here, and it's definitely considering an investment point of view, considering the risk reward point of view. As an investor, I would definitely keep a watch or add to my watch list from an investment criteria over here. Next, the Engineers India, and if I just look at from the engineer space, as you know, stock has been consolidating for quite long between 50 to 80, 85 onto the upper band, and now the stock has seen a huge breakout. If you look at, this is the point and figure chart, weekly scale 3% by 3, which is equivalent to the monthly chart. If I just look at the bar and candles. So here, if you look at the blue and red over here, so blue are basically the X columns, and each X represent a 3% move. So every week when the price is closes above 3, the X will be added. If it closes above 6%, so 2X will be added. Similarly, vice versa onto the downside. When the stocks fall by 3%, an O is being added. So looking at the structure, weekly scale 3% by 3 is onto the point and figure is an excellent investment a time frame, or you can say the 3% by 3 the percentage term. Now, if you look at the black line over here onto the right hand side, prices have been consolidating or resisting around 85, 86 marks. We saw a breakout coming onto the weekly scale around these levels. With the red line, if you look at the extreme right, it is, if I look at the double top breakout, the double top breakout are basically the point and figure pattern, where after a rally, there is a consolidation and there is a resumption in bullish momentum onto the point and figure chart. It is very much similar to the flag pattern or the pennant pattern into the bar charts or candlesticks, whatever you are looking at. But here, I'm just looking at close on close. Now, if you look at the closing, have been very convincing about the double top buy. With the trend line breakout onto the black, with the double top buy, this stock seems like it is breaking out for a longer rally. Again, this third stock which I'll be definitely looking at to add to my watch list. And remember, from the engineering side, we have seen L&T rallying, we have seen BHEL rallying, we have seen Siemens rallying. It's time for some of the stock which have been lagging, and Engineering India is one of them, which has been lagging for quite some time, and we may see a positive momentum coming up into the Engineers India. The third, the next stock is IDFC. Now, if you look at IDFC, I guess I have done in the Midcap index also when I have done the video onto the Midcap space. Again, as I said, some of stocks may repeat considering the filtration and considering the market caps. Now, if you look at the red line, 2008 highs, 2014-15 highs, And if I just connect the trend line, we saw a breakout coming, and we even resisted around 2020 to start. Then the breakout happened, and if you look at this red line, the breakout confirms that the momentum is very, very much stronger. Now, the previous high of 2014, 15, 16 have been taken out convincingly back in 2022, 23, start of 23, which indicates that yes, the bullish momentum onto the stocks may enter into the 3 digit as well. So keep a watch on this stock. Any dip to retest the breakout, probably 75, 78 is can be a good breakout retest entry onto the stock, and definitely a stock to add to your watch list. Ircon International, if I just look at Ircon International, since 2020 dip, the stock went into the huge consolidation. Now, if you look at the consolidation right from 2020 lows, the post the breakout, the previous, if you look at the lower band onto the left side, there is a breakout. Price rallied, retested that breakout, even went below that 23, 33 support zone towards 27, 27 and a half, back again into the consolidation zone, and then a breakout above 50 when the stocks, the markets were buzzing out, went to the 60 to 63 levels, retested the breakout levels, and now heading higher. So I believe yes, Ircon International is a well placed setup as of now, considering an investment. The accumulation phases just entered. We are into the markup phase of the Wyckoff theory, which may see a stock much higher. Keep a and if in case if you are holding the positions, I would suggest it's a better stock. Looking at the technical structure here, the breakout, retest, and the resumption in trend is an excellent opportunity. As an in technical analyst, it's a clean setup for a bullish momentum over here. Definitely, and add to your watch list considering the stock under 100. Jagaran from publication space. Again, I would say many would debate onto this stock, being doing nothing for quite long years now. And probably if I just look at again the weekly 3% by 3, we have seen a huge breakout coming onto the structure over here. If you look at this red line, this is 45-degree trend line. Generally in point maker, when the 45-degree trend line breakout, the stock tends to enter into the new league or new trend. In this case, again, if you look at the bottom two big red and blue column over here onto the bottom before the breakout, look at the size of that columns. A huge column with a reversal, with the double top buy happening, 45-degree trend line breakout happening. It seems that this setup is getting aggressive now, and probably in case any dip, there is any dip towards into the stock towards 65, 70 zone, I will definitely keep a watch on this stock, and a must to add to your portfolio. I think there could be a possibility that the worst is over for this stock, and we may see a much higher coming into these much higher levels coming into this stock, and definitely add to your watch list. NCC Limited, again a construction and infra company. If you look at this trend line, this is again a monthly chart. Now look at the 2018 highs, 2019 highs, a red trend line breakout with the momentum. Last month we saw doji. This month it started with a bullish momentum. After a retest, a bullish momentum is happening onto the monthly chart. So this is the one stock. Definitely keep a watch on. Probably any positives into the budget for an infra space, construction space. This can be the stock which could see an more upside. Next, Precision Wires Limited. Again from a cable company. Polycab could be the leaders into the Havers, could be the leaders into the cables. But yes, if I look at the Precision being under 100 stock, technical setup seems very exciting to me. I'm not looking at much on the fundamental space, but if you look at the structure over here, a huge consolidation right from 2006 to 2014-15, a breakout, retest in 2020, a rally, and now the fresh breakout was witnessed when the previous high was taken out, 2018 highs was taken out. Stock broke out, retested, and again the resumption is there. So I think the structure seems very exciting to me. Very I would say the dish with the mount watering dish onto your plate, and definitely into the cable space. I believe this could be the one could surprise investors with a huge potential onto the upside. Keep a watch on this stock in case any dip you see. add to your watch list, keep a watch, and anytime you think the markets are recovering, markets are looking at the bullish structure, add to your portfolios. Last and final stock, sale over here. And if I just look at again the breakout metals have been on to the fire, and I've done a video on the metals as well. In case you have missed that, you can watch into our archives. The recent video onto the metals, where I believe yes, metals is not yet over, the rally is still there, commodities are coming back very strongly, China is opening up, metals demand would be there. And sale, if I just look at the risk reward ratio, because the breakout retest has just happened, and the momentum is getting stronger for sale. So yes, being a monthly chart, look at the structure, the breakdown, the breakout retest consolidation was there at the retest level. Now the momentum is resuming onto the bullish side. So yes, definitely keep a watch on. So just to sum up these stocks, if I just look at the stock side, starting with the Bank of Maharashtra, the PSU Bank over here, DCW, the chemical stock, Engineers India, engineering space, IDFC, financial lending, Ircon, engineering and construction sector, Jagrant publication sectors, NCC construction and infra sector, precision wires, cable, and the sale from the metal space. So these are the stocks you should keep your watch on. And one sector I would think, being trading under 100, the CPSC ETF, which is trading somewhere around 39 level, I think this could be a big investment instrument you should add to your watch list. I have done a video specially on the CPS in case you have missed this. And if I just look at this chart over here, the setups very interesting. If you look at the trend lines over here, the highs are taken out convincingly over here. We saw a consolidation where the markets were been trending into it, but the momentum, bullish momentum again resumed. I think CPSC ETF trending around 39 levels seems to be an excellent investment opportunity you can look on, and you should definitely add to your watch list or as the CPSC index. So these are the 9 stocks and 1 ETF you should keep and add to your watch list. Signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.